In this video, we'll go over problems in week 5 practice. First, let's look at day 1, question number 1. Here the problem says, on the right-hand side, we have this shape, which is so-called regular hexagon because it has 6 sides and 6 angles, and all the sides are the same. This is called hexagon, regular hexagon. Okay, all right. Now, Donald Duck wants to cut the fig into 6 identical triangles. So here I have 6 identical triangles. How should we do it? Okay, so the way we can do is we cut like this. And then you see we obtain 6 identical triangles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. Now, question number 2. Here we have 5 equations, and we want to put plus or minus in those circles so that these 5 equalities hold. All right, let's see how should we do it. Now, the first one, I have 9, 4, 3, 2, and we see, okay, if I go with 5, then 9 minus 4 equals 3 plus 2, both of them equals 5. How about the second? 6, 4, 5, 5. How can we connect them together? We say, well, that's 10, right? 5 plus 5 is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, so I can just put a plus and a plus, both of them equal to 10. Sorry, it's 10. And then for the third one, 8, 4, 9, 3, and we realize, okay, we can also do addition. 8 plus 4 equals 9 plus 3. Both of them equal to 12. Now, 9, 2, 4, 3, we can say, okay, 9 minus 2 and 4 plus 3, and both of them equal to 7. And the last one, 7, 7, 10, 10. How should we link them together? And you see, if we put a minus, so 7 minus 7, 10 minus 7, both of them are equivalent to 0. All right, so this is how we make it work. Question number 3. Here we have A, B, C, D, E, 5 three-dimensional figures. They are made of small cubes, and we want to see which one contains 10 cubes. Okay, let's count one by one. So let's see how many the first one have. Okay, so here we have 3, right, obviously. And here we have another 3, clear. And there we have 2. Now, the point is, do not forget that below here, okay, below this, there's another 2 here. So below this 3, there's another 2 here, which is not visible, but but do not forget them. All right, so there, if we add together, 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 equals 10. Oh, okay, so we find A contains 10 cubes. Then how about the others? Let's see, the B, how many do we have here? We have 5. Okay, so this is 5, and here is 1. Here is 1, and here is 3. But don't forget again, there are 2 invisible ones. Okay, so the 2 invisible ones, right? Like the previous one. Okay, don't forget that. Okay, so if we add together, we have 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 and plus 2. Okay, so here what we get is we get 12. All right, so for this one, we get is 12 cubes. How about C? C, we'll see, okay, so here, how many do we have here? We have 5, and we have 1, and we have 2, and we have 2, but again, there's 1 invisible right here, so it's 1, so it's 1 invisible. Okay, now we just add together, so 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, which you get 11. So for the C, we get 11. Okay, how about D? D, first of all, we say, okay, so here how many we have? We have 4, right? And then here we have 2, here have 1, there we also have 2, right? This is also 1, okay, it's 2 here. And there's an invisible one, okay? Let's add them together. Hold on, okay. So we'll have 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 and plus invisible 1, so we get it's 11, okay? D is also 11. All right, how about E? Here we get a 3, so here we get 2, here's 1, this is also 1, and here's 3. And there is invisible one again. It's right below it, right? So that's invisible one. Invisible. Okay, now we add them together. So 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 and plus 1 and plus 3. Okay, so that's yes. So let's check. So 3, 3, 3. Okay, yeah. So we just get 11. All right. So to see, there's only one that has exactly 10 cubes, which is A. Now, question number 4. Here we have a two-dimensional paper, and we want to fold it to form a cube, and then we look at each corner. Right, each corner has 3 numbers, and we just add them together. So like if I put cube like that, each face, let's say you have 6, you have 6 here, you have 2 here, and you have 3 here, and then we just add the numbers together. Okay. All right. Let's see if I fold it, right? So if I put a 2, right? So if let me draw the picture. Okay, let me draw it. Right, so this represents the 3 dimension. Now, if I put a 2 here, right? So 2 is the top right there, and then we know 4 is on the on its right hand on this side. So this is 4, and then 6, right? So 6 will be on the other side. So that will be 6, right, on there, and then 5, right? So we also have 5 right here on the bottom. The 3 will be right here, right? So this is what happens, and 1 is on the back, right? So 1 is on the back. Now, when we look at this figure, we say, okay, so this is the 3-dimensional. 2 is on the top, right? 3 on the front, and 6 and 4 on the 2 sides, and 5 on the bottom, and the 1 is on the back, right? Okay. Now we try to see, okay, which one is the largest. Well, if you look at this corner, right? If you say, okay, if we look at this corner, right? Say, okay, if I look at this corner contains 3 numbers. So that's 6, 3. So it's 6 plus 3 plus 5, right? So this corner 6 is here, 3 is on the front, and the 5 is on the bottom, right? So that's what happens. Like if you cannot see this figure very clearly, then my suggestion is you just cut this kind of paper and you fold it by yourself, and then you will just see it. All right, so this corner we will get it's 14, which is larger. You say, okay, how about this corner? This corner will be 1 plus 2 plus 4, right? Which is 7. And if you do corner like this, right, so this corner will be 1 plus 4 plus 5, right? Okay, anyway, so the point is 14 is the largest one. That is 6, 3, and 5. Day 2, question number 1. The problem says Maggie from the Simpson family turns fourth month old today. So this is 4th month. And then the question is, after how many months she will be 1 year old? Okay, so we know that each year has 12 months, right? So basically it just goes to the 12th month. All right, so from here to here is 12 minus 4, which is 8. All right, so the answer is in 8 months, she will be 1 year old. Question number 2. Here we have 2 hens, or maybe we should say 2 cocks, and the 4 pigs in the farm. What is the total number of feet? And we see that each cock has 2 feet. So this is 2, this is 2, he has 4. Each pig has 4 feet, 4 feet, 4 feet. So we just sum them up. So it's 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, right? This is 4, and then plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, right? So this is 8, and then you plus 4, you get 12. 12 plus another 4, you get it's 16, and 16 plus another 4 we get is 20. Question number 3. Diana is shooting arrows on a target. Now this target has 2 parts, right? So this is the so here we have this outer part, and also we have the inner part. For arrow that is on the outer part, and for arrow that is in the inner part, their points are different, right? So here basically we just need to figure out for each part how many points could Diana get if she shoots an arrow on the area. Now let's look at the first one. So first one says 6 points. All three arrows are in the outside one, right? So we say okay, which means they have the same number of points. Now you have 6 points and you split into 3 parts, which is 2, 2, 2. So okay, you just add together. So okay, so that's 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? So we get us 2 points for out. Okay, all right. So then if you look at the second picture, it's 2 arrows on the out and 1 arrow in the inside. Okay, so we know we already know that for outside, the out one is 2 points, so the 2 plus 2. But in order to get 8, okay, so we know this one should be 4 points, right? Because 4 plus 4 equals 8. All right, so we get this one is 4 points. All right, so that this is 4 points, out is 2 points. Now we have, what we have is, 3 arrows. They're all in the inside, right? They're all inside. So each one worth is of 4 points. All right, so what we have is 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is 12, right? So it's 8 plus 4, that is 12. Question number 4. All right, so the problem says Evan had a number of coins. So first, she split the number of coins into 2 equal parts, and he gave one part to his sister Lily, and for the remaining one, and he split again and give 1/2 to his best friend Dave. Now after that, Evan had 4 coins left. The question is, how many coins did he at the very beginning, right? Okay, so let's draw a picture. So say this is what Evan had at the very beginning. Okay, so first, so this is what Evan had at the beginning. Now first, he divided into 2 equal parts, right? So one part, he go one part and another part, equal part. So one part give it to Lily. And then for the remaining one, he divided again and go 2 parts, right? Equal parts, and one part give it to his best friend Dave, right? So Dave. And then he has 4 coins left, right? 4 coins left. Okay, and then we say, okay, go back. If this is 4, that means this is also 4. All right, so 4, 4, 4, which means this one is 8. And okay, equal part, this is 8, this is 8, this is 8. Okay, so what we derive is the total is 8 plus 8, which is 16. So initially, Dave had a 16, right? So we say, okay, 16, you split in 8, 8, and for 8, you split in 4, 4, right? Day 3, question number 1. The problem says here we have a square that has 9 small squares, and each square has a number. It says if you add each row and each column, and also each diagonal, 3 numbers on those rows, columns, diagonals, add together, you should all equals 15. All right, let's look at this row. We know if you add up, you should get a 15, right? You already have 4 and 8. So 4, what is 4 plus 8? 4 plus 8 is 12. Now, in order to go from 12 to 15, we need add a 3, right? Okay, so then we immediately realize this one is 3. Okay, what's next? Then you can choose to go from here, right? So it's okay, how about I go from, look at the diagonal, right? Diagonal you add together, it should also be 15. We already have 5 plus 4, which is 9. From 9 to 15, how you go from 9 to 15? You should put a 6, right? Okay, so then this one has to be 6, right? And then you say, okay, I can look at this. I can look at this row, right? All right, so this should be 15. I already have 5 plus 3, which is equals 8. How to go from 8 to 15? We should add a 7. All right, so this one I put it's 7 here. And then I can look at, we can look at this column should also be 15, right? So I already have 7 and 8. So 7 plus 6, I have 7 and 6, so 13. So you should put a 2 here, right? So you put 2 here. And here I look at this row, right? We look at this row. So let's look at this row together, right? Okay, so we have 6 plus 8, which is 14. In order to go to 15, we should put 1 here. Now let's look at the last missing number. We look at this row. It should be go to 15. We already have 2 and 4, right? So 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 go to 15. You should put a 9. Okay, so we should put a 9 here. And this, we finish this this picture. Now you can double check if you look at each row, and each column, and 2 diagonals, right? We all get the sum of 15. Question number 2. Here we have 2 numbers which we need to figure out. They are represented by a square and a circle. All right. So what we know is if you add these 2 numbers together, you get 10. Now, if you add 1 square and 2 circles, right, you get 16. So the question is, what is the square? What is the 16? Now here you see, these 2 guys you add together, you get 10. So that means this guy together, right? You should get what? You should get 10. And then 10 plus circle, okay? 10 plus circle, right? Let's put it here. So 10 plus circle equals 16. And then we ask ourselves, okay, 10 plus which number equals 16? Oh, it's 6, right? We say, okay, so that means this one shall be 6. So we get a circle is 6. So this is how we get a circle. All right, so I get a circle is 6. If the circle is 6, all right, so we get the square. So, okay, the square plus 6 equals 10. What is square? And square is 4, right? Okay, so we get the square is 4 and the circle is 6. Question number 3. Leo had 12 goldfish after he gives 4 to Emily. All right, so Leo started with 12. And they had the same number of goldfish. So how many goldfish did Emily have in the beginning? So we don't know. So this is something we need to find out. Okay, so Leo had, after he gave 4 to Emily, so give 4 to Emily. So he lost the 4, so it becomes 8, right? 12 and 4 is 8. Emily get 4, right? So it's a question to get a 4 more. Now it says, okay, so after that, they are the same. So they have the same number of goldfish. Okay, so that tells us after Emily received 4 goldfish from Leo, Emily had 8 goldfish, 8 goldfish. Okay, so then after get 4 is 8. What is this one? It should be equals 4, which is 8 minus 4, right? After receiving 4, she had 8. So originally, she had 8 minus 4, which is 4, right? Question number 4. Question number 4 says, like, if you have ice cream, 1 ice cream costs $1. Well, there's a promotion. Says if you buy more, you call less. You spend less. Okay, so if it's 4, then you can use $3 to buy 4. This is a promotion, right? Without a promotion, we know if 1 ice cream $1, then 4 ice cream needs $4, right? But this promotion says, oh, you don't need $4. You just need $3 to buy 4. Okay, and then the question is say, now you have $8, right? You have $8, and then how many ice cream at the most can you buy? Now, intuitively, you should try to use the promotion as much as you can, right? Use the promotion as much as we can. So this is clear, right? We should utilize, take advantage of the promotion. Then you say, okay, so what I do is I first use the promotion. I use $3, so promotion to get 4, right? So I to get a 4 ice cream. And then I use another $3 to get 1 more promotion. Okay, so how many dollars I left? I have, because I have 8, right? 3 plus 3 plus 2, which is 8. So I have $2 left. But if I have only $2 left, I can no longer use promotion, because use promotion, you need at least $3. Okay, so then I have to buy just with the regular price, right? The regular price is $1 each. Okay, so that's the best I can do. So if you add together, it's okay, I have 4, it's 4 plus 2, which is 10. Okay, so the point is, with the promotion, with $8 at most, I can buy 10 ice creams. Day 4, question number 1. The problem says here we have 6 numbers, right? So we want to put the 6 numbers into the following. We have 6 squares. Each number is used only once, so that both equalities hold. Now, there are different ways to do. So one way you can do is, okay, you want to add things together to 5, to 9, right? So, okay, of course, you can do is 1, 3, and 5. Now, of course, you can switch the number together. Switch the numbers, like 1 plus 3 plus 5. Of course, you can do 1 plus 5 plus 3, and 5 plus 3 plus 1. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can switch the order. Now, the remaining, we have 2, 0, 7 left, right? Okay, so then I can do is 9 minus 7 minus 2, which is equals 0, right? Or again, you can switch like 9 minus 7 minus 0 equal 2, or 9 minus 2 minus 0 equals 7, right? You can switch these 3 numbers as well. Or you can from here say, okay, so this is 0 plus 2 plus 7 equals 9, and or 9 minus 3 minus 5 equals 1, right? Then again, you can switch numbers. Okay. Question number 2. Abel, Betty, and Carter, there are 3 children in a family. So we know Abel, let's say A, is 6 years old. 6 years old. And Betty is 2 years younger. 2 years younger means what? Means 6 minus 2 is 4 years old. And Carter, right? Carter is what? Is 2 years older than Abel. Okay, 2 years older means it's 6 plus 2, which is 8. All right, so Abel is 6, Betty is 4, and Carter is 8. What's the question? The question is, what is the sum of their ages, right? Sum means you add them up, okay? So the sum equals 6 plus 4 plus 8, which is 18, right? So we get the total sum is 18. Question number 3. The weight of a dog toy is a whole number. A whole number means the number 0, 1, 2, 3, like this number we usually work with. How much does the dog toy weigh? Oh, now, if you look at the first picture, you realize, oh, because the 12 is heavier, right? So it's okay. It is less than 12, right? Okay, so the dog is less than 12. Right? Now, if you look at the other side, 2 dogs put together is it's heavier than 20. So, okay, 20. If you split, it's okay, 20, we know if you split, it's 10 plus 10. But if 2 dogs put together, it's heavier. So what does this mean? That tells us the dog has to be bigger or has to be heavier than 10, right? Because if it's 10, it's 10 plus 10 is 20. It cannot be heavier. If you put 2 dogs together, it cannot be heavier than 20. So one dog has to be greater than 20. Now, so it's something between 10 and 12. And there's only one option, which is 11, right? So it's just, okay, if you put 11 here, 11 is less than 12. If you put 11 here, we know 11 plus 11 is 22. 22, of course, it's greater than 20. So that's how it works. Okay, question number 4 is that 12 animals are swimming in the pond. There are twice as many as dogs as frogs. What's the total number? What's the number of dogs, right? Okay, so here what do we have is dogs. The number of dogs plus frogs equals 12. So this is what we know from the problem. Try to understand what it says. And also says dogs, the number of dogs is twice. Twice means double. Or we say frogs, the number of frogs is only half of it, right? So it's okay. So if I split into half, the number is the same as okay, it's double, right? So double of frogs, so it can split in terms of numbers, then split the frogs. Okay, so basically what you have is, okay, so if you transfer everything into the number of frogs, I just get 3 frogs. Okay, I have 3 frogs together equals 12. And then we ask ourselves, oh, okay, if I 12, can we split 12 into 3 equal numbers? And then we try to tune the different numbers. We find, okay, so that's one way I can do it, which is 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, so then I get the number of frogs is 4, the number of frogs is 4, and then the number of ducks is 8, right? You can double check. Okay, so 8 plus 4 equals 12, and 8 is indeed twice of 4, right? That's how it works. So dark and has float. The answer is 8. Day 5, question number 1. The problem says there were 5 butterflies in the flower. After a little while, 3 of them flew away. Then, okay, so start with 5, and 3 of them flew away. So -3, so 5 minus 3 is 2 left. And then later on, 7, right? So 7, so first you minus, and the 7 butterflies from other places came to the flower. So you add 7 more, right? So 2 plus 9 is 9. Okay, so finally, now there are 9 butterflies in the flower now. Question number 2, find the first number for this flower chart. Okay, so here we start with something we don't know. This one plus 5, this plus 2, plus 4, and equals 15. Right? So we need to figure out what is the same number. Now let's see, what we can do is, the best way to do is let's go backward. Backward. We start with 15. Okay, so this is some number here, right? Plus 4 equals, so what's the number? Plus 4 will give us 15. We know it's 11. 11 plus 4 is 15, right? Okay, so this number is 11 here. And then one number plus 2 equals 11. So 11 minus 2 is 9, right? So 9 plus 2 is 11. So this number is 9. So it's okay. This number shall be 9 here. Okay, so 9 plus 2 is 11. And then the question number, this one plus, so the question plus 5 will give us 9. So the question is 9 minus 5, which is 4. Okay, so the number is 4 here. All right, so we can double check. So if I start from 4, so 4 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4, do we get what? So it's 9 plus 2 is 11, 9 plus 4, which always say this is 6, right? So this is 9, 9 plus 6 is indeed 15. So that's the last one. So it's correct. So 4 is the correct answer. Question number 3. There are 7 camels in the zoo. Some camels have 2 humps and the others have only 1 hump. Now, if they're in 12 humps in total, how many of them have two humps, right? Okay. All right, so here we have 7 camels, so let me say 7 camels, 7 of them, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Let me mark them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hold on, 5. Oh no. Okay, so it's 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, and by the total number, there are 12 humps, right? 12 humps. And 12 minus 7, we know it's what? It's 5. Okay, so that means we need 5 more humps, right? So if I have, say, if it's this 1 hump, this 1 hump, this 1 hump, this 1 hump, 1 hump, 1 hump, 1 hump, that's 7, right? But we need 5 more. So that means I add 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I add 5 more to it. And this will give me 12 humps, right? Okay, now if you look at the first 5, and okay, so there are the camels that has 2 humps. So the answer is 5. Okay, 5 of them have 2 humps. Question number 4. So here we have a pattern of triangles, and each one has some shaded triangles. Now we want to find out how many shaded triangles in the 6th figure, right? So this is the first figure. First, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth, right? So we want to figure out, okay, how many of them in the 6th. Let's try to see the pattern. So the number of shaded ones, so here what we have is 0. Here's 1, this is 1 plus 2 because 1 plus 2, and the fourth one plus 2 plus 3. The 5th one, then we say, okay, if you observe the pattern, the 5th one will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And the 6th one will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5. And then you can calculate this one out, right? So this will be 6 plus 6 plus 3, right? Okay, it will be 6 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, you get it's 15. Get a 15. If you observe the pattern, then you get a 15. Or if it's not so clear, we can just draw it, right? So in other words, okay, let's draw it. Let me finish the and draw one more layer, right? Okay. Right, and then this is fifths, right? This is fifths. Okay, what do we have? Then this is fifths. Let's finish the shaded one, and then let's go to the sixth. Add one more layer. So this will be the sixth, right? All right. Okay, so now let's finish. So that's what we have. Okay, and we can count it then, right? So it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So it's the same.